But did y'all see that freaking article where that girl in the Houston area, I think it was like in the Rice Village area, got wasted and destroyed $300,000 worth of art in this lawyer's house on a date? She had gotten wasted.
And he took her home with her?
Yeah, and then while she was away, just destroyed all that art.
Really?
Yes, $300,000. First of all, why the fuck do you spend that much money on some art? That's how you know you're fucking rich and you're just throwing money out.
Mm-hmm.
But can you imagine going on a fucking date? You're this rich dude. You're like, I'm about to bang this chick out. Go to the restroom to freshen up real quick. Come back. She's got your fucking Van Gogh. Just dropping a deuce in the center of the kitchen with it. That's gotta suck. I don't know if that's what she did.
Right.
I'm just saying. $300,000. You'd have to kill a bitch.
Oh shit! It wasn't.
He's
like,
never getting that back. Are you kidding me?
That was an original.
He was a lawyer. He can sue her into the ground.
He's not getting anything. You can sue anybody all you want.
I know, but he could
Yeah, but like the whole thing will come down to who gave her the drinks. I did. Who took her home? I did. Who wanted to stick whose dick in it? Mine. I did. I wanted to.
But what if he had a strap on for her, and so
Best case scenario, he has that shit insured.
He has to. $300,000.
I mean, he'll have it insured. It's probably not for that much unless he pays to have it that much. Yeah. Because you have to pay extra for that. It only covers you for so much.
If you're buying that much art that's worth that much, you have insurance.
Especially if you're going on blind Tinder dates where chicks get fucked up and destroy it.
It was a Tinder date?
I don't know. It might have been. Who goes on regular dates these days?
Who does like regular like fucking what's that? eHarmony?
You swipe right or left on the love of your life. That's how it works these days.
If only NRG Stadium was just a little bit more rounded, that's what we'd have in Houston.
They're gonna remodel it soon.
Yeah.
Putting two big giant nipples on top of it.
Are they really remodeling it?
I wish.
Oh.
One can only dream. The NRG Stadium is like a brick.
That's what he said. They're remodeling it soon.
I thought. Well, they always have that bid where they're going to do something with the Astrodome.
At the time that it was built, it was like, what, the 7th or the 8th?
The 8th wonder of the world.
Yeah. I think we should start holding underground cockfights in there.
I mean, we can. Who's going to stop us? Who's going to know? They're just like, oh, that abandoned piece of shit?
Yeah, we just get two guys with big old hogs and they just start sword fighting.
What if we run into...
We'll give you 5% of the door.
They start sword fighting? And they're just like...
That's what you mean by cockfighting?
Underground illegal cockfighting.
You take like the little felt things and make little hands out to hold the knives around the head of your dick.
Oh, God. Yeah, cut that out.
Little googly eyes. Gives a character. Everyone
has got a big nose.
They cut promos.
No pun intended, but that one's a little cockeyed.
We'll call him Shawn Michaels.
My hat.
No.
Wrestling.
Because wrestling.
We'll call him John Michaels.
You guys may not know this.
Shawn Michaels. Oh man, how many wrestlers can we turn like into like dick-related puns?
Anybody
characters?
Anything with the on kind of name to it, you can just put Schlong in front. Schlong Cena, Schlong Bradshaw Layfield.
So if you guys don't know by now, I cut an hour of this recording earlier talking about cocks and naming wrestlers after them. This is A.D.D Wrestling. Of course, my name is Jimmy Bliss, joined as always by the marks of the round table. We have the good brother, the only brother, David.
Hey.
We got I'm not gonna say it. We got Nick.
Hey, yo, bozos.
And we got the Wikipedia of Wrestling Manual.
What's up, guys?
And this is episode 34.
34.
Is it 34?
Mm-hmm. I thought we
35.
were in the 60s.
Oh,
We're at 35.
Let's discuss the message you sent out earlier on social media. What will it take for Nick to watch Impact Wrestling?
We have a new change. We have a new regime entering Impact, as if this story hasn't came up once before. But this is the best chance that we have at a good chance of getting a nice wrestling product, a nice third brand coming from Impact Wrestling with the new additions of Scott D'Amore and Cyrus.
A.K.A. Don Callis.
There you go.
I feel like if they can't turn it around, it's done. Let's go ahead and just call it quits.
Close the doors and just change the brand name to NWA and give them their spot.
Anthem's going to call Billy Corgan. They're going to have a little feud between TBS to see who's going to get the showing rights of it. And that's going to be the next major storyline in the second half of 2018.
But regardless of the case, so now that TNA is basically trying to... Now that Impact... You got me saying TNA now. Damn it.
People know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, call it Impact, call it TNA, call it the third brand if you will. It's kind of like Sprint for cell phones.
The third brand in the U.S. Third brand in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of what? Sprint?
No,
Oh.
Jesus.
dude, Impact's like fucking Boost Mobile.
Where you at?
Simple talk.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even Metro is deserving of that title.
Dude, Metro's banging, dude.
Banging it.
They
They're doing
they
good.
dominate the prepaid industry.
Do they now?
Yes.
Guys to get some stock on that
Bunch of
Metro.
Mexicans out there buying burner phones from them.
Metro.
So we were to put wrestlings into terms of the cell phone carriers here in the U.S. What would you put each one out?
So right now, WWE's still the top, which would be Verizon.
Okay.
Ring of Honor. Oh, in the world, or are we talking U.S.?
In the U.S.
Ring of Honor is AT&T.
Okay.
I think it'd be New Japan.
No, we're talking about only in the U.S.
In the U.S.
Okay.
I feel like
That's why I asked.
Ring of Honor could be T-Mobile.
Who would you put as number 2?
Huh?
AT&T is number 2 still, and
AT&T.
AT&T will pass up Verizon, and T-Mobile will pass up Verizon here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But for right now,
AT&T and T-Mobile will
T-Mobile's
dominate.
number 3.
Yeah.
It used to be Sprint.
Yeah.
No, now it's T-Mobile.
Now it's T-Mobile.
And T-Mobile, not even NW. I guess Impact is T-Mobile by default.
They're still the default number 2.
Default number 3.
Oh, okay. Ring of Honor is above them.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, Ring of Honor.
Everybody, yeah.
Does Ring of Honor
they
I
have
got
actually
the
tore-
Bullet Club.
They actually tour and make money. They sell merchandise in normal stores.
Oh.
Oh, I guess that's more.
That's
New
more
Japan.
New Japan.
But either way, those guys wrestle in Ring of Honor as well. So.
Yeah.
If we could include New Japan, that would be T-Mobile.
Oh
Or
no, New Japan
AT&T.
would be AT&T.
Yeah,
Ring of Honor would be
AT&T.
T-Mobile. CMLL would be Sprint.
I'm confused at who's who because I don't keep up.
Progress
with
would be
cell
Metro
phone markets.
PCS.
Metro.
If you were to buy a Sprint share right now, it's like $1.
Oh, okay.
A T-Mobile share is $64.
For $1, you could give that guy who the spokesperson for Verizon, who's now the spokesman for Sprint, you could give him a sandwich for a day for $1 for a share
And
of
he'd
Sprint
like that.
stock.
He'd like that.
He'll like that.
Who doesn't like a free sandwich?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never took Billy Gunn as a serious character, and every time they tried to push him, to me, it just felt ungenuine and forced.
When he was the one, Billy Gunn.
Yeah, that was.
Were you okay with him as Wait, was he Intercontinental Champion when he was Mr. Ass?
Yeah. Yeah. He was.
When
I
he
was
was
okay with that.
When he was
Okay.
part of DX, he was cool.
And
then, like when they
as
broke
Billy
up,
Gunn.
I was like, man, I don't know.
And as Billy Gunn, he was Intercontinental Champion.
Road Dogg was Intercontinental Champion too.
Was he? Intercontinental Champion. Obviously, they were
Yeah.
all European champion, but yeah. Yes, sir.
Every member of DX was a European champion at one point or another.
X-Pac.
I think the last one was X-Pac.
Who did he beat for the European Championship?
Name him.
I know Xbox was.
Farouk.
I know Triple H was because he's only the third.
D'Lo Brown. Who will be the greatest
I don't remember
European
the New Age
champion?
Outlaws either of them being European champion.
They were.
They
were.
Who will be the greatest European champion?
Yeah.
Probably D'Lo Brown.
William Regal, bro.
Oh, yeah,
William Regal?
yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Eddie
see
Guerrero
those.
was pretty good too.
No, but like someone that you could tell synonymous with the European title was William Regal. He was European champion a lot of times.
So let's do this. Let's build a list of like the greatest European Championship matches, and we'll kind of talk about.
He was never
Who?
Billy Gunn. He was never.
I
the-
said Road Dogg.
Y'all said all the members of DX.
I said all the yeah, but what do I know?
For European, I said Billy Gunn was an IC champion.
I don't know that Billy Gunn
He
was.
said everybody's European champion. Y'all were like, yeah, every DX member. Y'all all agreed.
That sounded.
Because he's
right.
the Wikipedia of wrestling,
That sounded right.
and I
but
can't believe him. Who
but
do I believe?
No, but I didn't. I know Billy Gunn's like, oh, I don't know, it's a stretch, but maybe like a one night.
You
Like,
didn't say maybe. You said yes.
Yeah, in my head.
Road
I said
Dogg
that.
wasn't European champion either.
Rewind is back.
Road Dogg was Intercontinental Champion too. Was he? Intercontinental Champion. Obviously, they were all European champions.
I knew he wasn't. I was like,
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm looking at their Wikipedia in the championship history. He was hardcore and Intercontinental. I knew that. They were never European. Both of them were hardcore and Intercontinental.
So now you're saying X-Pac wasn't European champion either?
No, he was. That I know he was.
I remember that. Yeah, X-Pac was.
So when we talk about like greatest Europeans, we talk about William Regal. We talk about D'Lo Brown.
Mark
Put Road
Henry.
Dogg in there.
Naked Midius.
Medium.
Midian.
Make it Midian.
Medias.
I do like the idea that like we're gonna talk about like what current happenings in pro wrestling, and then we have like a discussion of like a legacy of a previous old championship, and then at the very end we cap it off with Butcho's pro wrestling pop quiz.
Fun fact: Road Dogg and Billy Gunn wrestled in a title versus title match on Monday Night Raw when Billy Gunn was a hardcore champion and Road Dogg was Intercontinental champion.
So let me ask you this: who in SmackDown is going to do laughing contest that Bray and Matt Hardy are doing on Raw?
That is getting. It's too like it's. I don't know.
I'm already
don't
done
like
with
it. I don't like it. I
think his segments are overproduced.
That's good. And stop. Why does it have to go on for 5 minutes?
I feel like he freaked out in a match and then was woken the next day, and that's really not.
Whereas in TNA, he got beat up a bunch of times and he
Well,
suffered
he had a
head
reason,
injury.
yeah.
He had a head injury. Quote like right, he got beat up or something.
And then everything's so overproduced. Like
Yeah,
the
it's very
thing that made the
polished.
broken character so good is that he did it himself and it looked grungy and it was so over the top, and now it's just
Yeah.
I feel like they might as well announce it that the Royal Rumble is going to be Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy in a laughing contest.
like I feel like you can't have one
They're both
person
going to sit
beat the
across
guy.
from each other.
Yeah, like I feel like they could have stretched it out, like him getting beat up and him like always grabbing his head or something, and then finally like what turned him was like Bray Wyatt doing something, whatever, and then they have his head taped up. They're taking him out on a stretcher and they're checking on him, and as they zoom in, as they're checking in on him, he starts doing that weird laugh. And that's, yeah. And then they close the ambulance doors and they just go off and they're like, what was that?
They needed to do that. Like something's wrong with him, or he himself.
And then like they
expressing-
just have Bray Wyatt in the back, and all of a sudden you just hear that laugh. 1 week, next week you hear it again, and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then the third week when he's doing that backstage promo, they do what they did when he kept
They cut
interrupting
it.
the promo back
Yeah.
and forth. That would have worked better.
There you go. We should have talked about this earlier. We're sorry, WWE, that you didn't get this earlier, but fuck
You,
it. There's
you
still
rushed
time.
it. You didn't give us enough time.
There's still time to fix it.
They're fucking this up.
Yeah, so.
And did you guys notice that for the women's rumble they haven't said you have to go after your brand's title?
They
I hope
said the
Asuka
same rules
wins.
apply.
I
Well,
did
the same
not hear
thing.
that.
They don't mention it for the men's
say-
Royal
They say
Rumble
they can
either.
go for a
When
championship.
Kurt Angle described it, he said the same rules apply as the men's.
Same rules apply.
Have they said for the men you go after your own brand's championship?
Nope. They haven't.
But you know what they did said? The winner of the Royal Rumble main events WrestleMania.
They say that every year. That shit doesn't.
Yeah, they say that every year.
So
Every
quit,
year.
You are the main event. Third from the top.
quit
Fuck out
playing
of
with my
face.
emotions. If you're gonna put them at the main event, god damn it, put them in the main event. Book
No,
a main
Alberto
event
opened the
match.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's winning the Rumble?
we told you, Kurt
Kurt
Hawkins.
Hawkins. Dude, we came up with a good Kurt Hawkins fake finish though the other day watching SmackDown Live because we were talking about. I was like, man, I just want to see something that nobody expects, and then but you can't have Kurt Hawkins win the fucking Rumble. But can you imagine if you let Kurt Hawkins set the record for Royal Rumble eliminations, and he's in the final two, and he throws somebody over the top, and they land with 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot on the steps. And they actually play his music, drop the confetti, have him hit multiple corners, and then the person walks back in and throws him over.
The person being the Miz.
Dude, I love the Miz. But just anybody, just whoever they plan on winning.
Right, insert superstar here.
Yeah, like getting it to that far, like having him maybe not set the record eliminations, but have 10, 8 eliminations, the most eliminations this Rumble.
Some of them that
Start from the
stands out
beginning.
in the match. It's
Yeah.
like, Kurt Hawkins has been here for X, sometimes
Yeah.
that's just throw numbers
He has to
out
start
there.
early. He
Yeah.
has to start early, and you're like, whoa.
Number
he's-
3.
And the commentators have to build as he's getting closer towards the end. They're like, Kurt Hawkins has eliminated 4 people.
Hawkins is still in this match?
Yeah, Hawkins is still in this match. Have him eliminate big names, and you're just like, oh shit. And
He
then,
just tossed out Kane.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
have him eliminate 2 people at once to be like the final 2, and you're like, holy shit. Like really build it up, and just be like, oh my god, what's about to happen? And then you have him throw the person over, and it looks like
The
both
Miz.
feet. Yeah, it looks like both feet have hit the ground, but their foot is on like that last step. So
They're
their foot
flat back on the ground. 1 foot is still on the step, the other foot's down. That way it looks like he's doing this.
The referee already called it, but there's that one rep that looks at it like, hold on, no.
Yeah, but don't
no.
show that on camera
Yeah.
until after.
Yeah.
And have his fucking music, because once you hit the music, you're like, oh shit, he fucking won. The confetti's coming down, he's pointing at the sign, and then somebody just comes and fucking tosses him out.
Goddamn.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Because
The
imagine
Miz.
like the crowd,
That would be
the
awesome.
crowd in Philly would just fucking go ape shit. They don't even care. They're probably like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Hawkins. Holy shit.
And it's Jason Jordan who does it.
Jesus Christ.
Philly.
Oh man, Jason Jordan.
Thanks,
But it would
Dad.
just be awesome.
Thanks for the opportunity, Dad.
Hashtag.
I kind of like that idea, but I
Going to
don't agree with him being the
WrestleMania.
final two. I would have him be in the final four and then eliminate somebody and then the final three and then he's gone.
But you get the big payoff if he's the final two. Like, you have to have the fake finish.
Well, if he went in at like number 3 and was the third to the last
We
eliminated.
didn't say he'd be starting at the
Early.
beginning. Yeah,
I
he'd
say
be
number
like
3.
13, 15.
No, that's middle.
Nah,
no,
yeah, he's gotta be within the
early's
first
like
10.
top 5. Early's
Because
top
this
5.
character needs as much rehab as he could possibly get.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
needs to start inside the first 5, go to
Yeah.
the very end to
Go the
rehab his character.
not necessarily. I don't even care if we rehab his character. Just give him that fucking Rumble moment, like that build up throughout the Rumble, and you're like, holy shit! Like that shock value. Like you're gonna leave me like that was fucking awesome. I don't even care that somebody came in and beat him. Like that whole build up to him being in the final two, when that's like the last person on your fucking mind that would be there.
Like when Santino Marella pinned he was the last four in the Elimination Chamber, and then he pinned those two people.
Yeah.
And it was just Daniel Bryan and
Yeah.
Santino Marella.
Or even when he was, they thought that he won the Rumble.
Well, yeah.
But that one would have been cooler. But that was like him, just like that was one moment in the match. It wasn't a build up to that moment. Like as he continues to eliminate more people, the crowd's just gonna keep popping. That fucking Kurt Hawkins is like running the Rumble this year.
Think about it. There's still some people who are still running the clock on Curtis Axel because he never was properly eliminated from the 2016 Royal Rumble.
And can you? Oh yeah. But can you imagine though? Like you said, the Miz winning. The Miz is already a great heel. Can you imagine them building up Kurt Hawkins to look like he won the Rumble and the Miz again, kind of like when he took the IC title from Zack Ryder? Just fucks him over. Fucking, you got Kurt Hawkins crying, like losing
Dude,
it.
if we really did predict this Kurt Hawkins thing, I mean, you win, right?
I win.
That night you win.
Done automatically. So
Yeah.
shit, the game is over.
Yeah.
No last lane.
We'd only be playing to see who has to dress up like Rebella at that point. Man.